Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cryptonews Weekly Roundup. Your hosts here, Zahab and Rachel Wolfson. We are buzzing as always. Pretty good week, pretty soft price action across the board, but we had some incredible news this week, and the era of mass adoption continues. We absolutely love to see it. Rachel, how are you this lovely morning?
Hey, Matt, doing well. Yeah, I'm excited to talk about the news of the week. Excited to see that Ethereum mainnet turned 10. So we've got a lot of good stuff to talk about.
Let's jump into it. As always, going to start with some price action. Bitcoin literally almost exact the same week over week, only down 0.24% to 118.4K per Bitcoin. Ethereum, one of the biggest gainers of the week, up 4% to 3.8K per ETH. XRP is down 1.6% to 310 per Ripple. BNB up 3.4% to just under 800 at 795. Sol down just under 5% to $1.77. Doge down 7.5%. Tron down 5.5%. Altcoins, give or take, down 2 to 6% across the board. And again, very few gainers on the week, but still a great week overall. And Rachel, some incredible news to kick the week off. One of the largest and most reputable financial institutions in the world, and more specifically in your beautiful country, USA, partnered with Coinbase, letting millions of customers buy crypto instantly. We absolutely love to see this.
Yeah, Matt, this is really exciting news. JPMorgan Chase and Coinbase have announced a partnership that will give over 80 million Chase customers new access to crypto through a series of integrations. The collaboration includes credit card funding, bank account linking, and the ability to redeem Chase points for stablecoins. Those are Chase reward points for stablecoins, excuse me. Coinbase announced that starting this fall, Chase customers will be able to fund their Coinbase accounts directly using Chase credit cards. The announcement also noted that customers will gain the option to link their Chase bank accounts with Coinbase in 2026. This is really great news. Can't wait to see the results of this.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. And we had to kick it off with that. Rachel, you talked about this a couple of minutes ago. Ethereum, the second biggest, baddest beast in the crypto sphere, turned 10 years old. Its Genesis block went live in July of 2015. Since then, Ethereum has evolved from a novel smart contract platform to the backbone of DeFi, NFTs, DAOs, and the new generation of internet infra. Pretty wild how they have supported permissionless innovation, open finance, a huge global developer community, pushing the boundaries of what's possible on chain. As Ethereum enters its second decade, the conversation is no longer about tech. It's about economic infra, cultural shifts, and resilience. From proof of work to proof of stake, from early ICO mania to scalable L2s, Ethereum's journey has been anything but linear, and yet its impact has been undeniable. Shout out Vitalik and the team for launching ETH 10 years ago in my beautiful country of Canada, not too far outside of Toronto. I think it was actually in Toronto as well. Shout out Vitalik and the team. Well done there. Moving forward, Rachel, Hyperliquid had a bit of a blimp this week, but handled it extremely well. And the show goes on for Hyperliquid. The team does what the team does. Very transparent, and we love to see it.
Yeah, Matt, Hyperliquid, which is a decentralized exchange operating on its own L1 blockchain, experienced over 30 minutes of trading downtime on Tuesday due to an API server overload. The incident sparked concern among traders, yet it was not the result of a hack or vulnerability, according to the platform. Reports of delayed trade execution began surfacing at about 14:10 UTC time, with frustrated users posting in the official Discord channel as their orders failed to process. Hype, which is the token, only dipped a couple percentage and has later announced they will be refunding anyone who lost fees when trading downtime occurred. Overall, well done by the Hyperliquid team for being transparent and refunding their customers. This is another example of something that we love to see, although it could have turned out a lot worse.
Yes, well done, Jeff and the Hyperliquid team. Moving forward, another behemoth in the space, Kraken, is reportedly planning to secure a $500 million funding round at a $15 billion valuation. Wowza. This move comes ahead of its well-known IPO, which is planned in the first quarter of 2026. The information reported the news on Tuesday, citing industry sources, and the latest funding round could help the company get investors comfortable with the valuation, which had lacked before, pulling Kraken off a potential public listing. Kraken is ranked as the second largest crypto exchange in the US, I believe, and great to see them also going the IPO route and giving access to TradFi investors. Rachel, another Cryptonews Weekly Roundup, another Michael Saylor Giga Chad move in the news, this time a $2.5 billion IPO called Stretch Stock. And what's he doing? He's buying a boatload of Bitcoin.
Yeah, so this is another interesting story. With the record $2.5 billion IPO of his novel Stretch stock, Michael Saylor is effectively architecting his company to systematically convert investor capital into a fortified 21,021 Bitcoin treasury. Michael Saylor's Bitcoin powerhouse strategy, which was formerly MicroStrategy, has officially closed the largest U.S. IPO of this year, raising $2.521 billion through the public sale of its newly launched Stretch preferred stock to acquire 21,021 Bitcoin at an average price of $117,256 per coin.
Crazy stuff there. Moving forward, Justin Sun, don't know how he pulled this off. I think it had something to do with his investments with Trump. But Tron, a NASDAQ listed company formerly known for selling theme park souvenirs, has filed to register up to $1 billion in securities as it shifts its core strategy toward building a crypto treasury centered on TRX, the native token of the Tron blockchain. The proceeds are slated to purchase TRX tokens and additional strategies designed to establish income streams or otherwise generate funds. Again, don't know how he pulled this off. He was in so much scrutiny, especially on our side of the pond in North America. And now he and the team have a $1 billion TRX corporate treasury co. Pretty wild stuff there. Rachel, last week was Crypto Week, or perhaps it was 2 weeks ago, but we have some new regulations and standards coming out as the SEC sets new crypto ETF standards. Another thing we absolutely love to see.
Yeah, Matt. So more innovation is happening here in the U.S. So the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has established new listing standards for crypto exchange traded products that could clear the path for approximately a dozen major digital assets to gain ETF approval by October. The CBOE filing reveals that any cryptocurrency with future contracts trading on designated markets for at least 6 months would automatically qualify for exchange traded product listing under the new generic listing standards framework. The breakthrough comes after months of regulatory uncertainty that saw the SEC both approve and then immediately reverse decisions on multiple asset crypto ETFs. Eric Buchanan, sorry, Eric, if I mispronounced your last name, he's the Bloomberg ETF analyst, noted that the eligible tokens include the usual suspects that previously held 85% or higher approval odds.
Yeah, well said there. Last piece of news this week, guys. NFT sales hit 574 million in July. And we still have 1 day left, marking the second highest monthly total in 2025. The figure reflects a 47.6% jump from June's $388 million. However, it still lags behind January's peak of $678 million. That's pretty wild. Overall market sentiment remains bullish, and NFT Priceflow reported that the total NFT market cap reached $8 billion, a 21% jump from its July 24th figure of $6.6 billion. Ethereum's rally also played a huge role as the cryptocurrency surged past 3,900 in July, gaining over 62% since early August 2024. At this time, ETH still remains above 3,800. I still don't know if we're ever going to get close to where we were back in 2021, 2022, but it's good to see NFT prices going up again. Rachel, always a pleasure doing this with you. To the listeners, we hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a quick one. It was a short one. It was a sweet one. We had some great news. Best piece of news this week, obviously, being JPMorgan allowing their clients to dabble into the cryptosphere. We'd love to see that. If you guys enjoyed this one, and we both hope you did, please do subscribe, hammer that like button, and we love doing this with you. Can't wait to see you on the next one, Rachel. Pleasure as always. And guys, we will see you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Thanks, guys. See you next week. Bye.
See you guys. Ciao.